Today's session will be hosted by Soumya. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And Soumya, you can have an introduction with Khushi. You can ask.
Yeah, I think the session will start at
Yes,
6 now,
sir.
after 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. We can have a general talk still.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Well, Khushi, myself,
Like,
Nirmal, and I am from SATI College Vidisha. And this is our club, Gigzy. And we used to have technical sessions or the events, and we invite experts from various fields, whether it's belong to technology, science, or some personality development. And then we used to connect the students of our institute and other institutes. And from the previous sessions, we tried to connect other area or field people also, so that our voice will be um, sent, or it should be to be delivered to other concerning people also who are interested in these all sessions. And definitely we want to move ahead with this platform, so it will be
So
helpful.
presently, what is the status of Gixi? It's an amazing initiative. So first of all, I congratulate you for taking this initiative because I really feel a school, especially school students should be given right guidance from real time experiences
Yeah.
because yeah.
Uh,
So
well, well, Kushi, actually, we are connecting engineering students
mhm,
more here, and
mhm,
the whole concept of this Gigzy Club is actually what I thought that during pandemic that we don't have too much connectivity with the students. Colleges has been closed, so how to make student boost up their confidence related to various
mhm,
fields, because all the things have been working on the digital platform
mhm.
mostly. So in order to boost the confidence among the students, in order to connect with the students more, we decided to make this club. And we invite not a very aged or old person who has just been an industry person or something like that. We used to invite young people, mostly students who have cracked some internships, or might be they cracked some campus interviews, or they are having a certain knowledge of any research areas or expertise, or some public speaking domain. So we are inviting such people, so that at least they can interact with our guest or the speaker, so they get some knowledge from them. And at this stage when they are doing engineering, it's very tough time to have a job, so certain the things are not
Mhm,
very good right
mhm.
now. So at least they must be having various knowledge of all other activities which has been happening. And one more thing I just want to say that uh, nowadays, as a teacher, it's very much difficult for me also to boost up the confidence among the students. It's very much difficult to attract students. Hello, क्या कर रहे हो तुम, क्या
I
नहीं है?
can completely understand that. I recently finished my graduation.
Yeah,
So we have like these kind of funny situations when the professor have to forcefully like close the chat or close the window screen so that the students cannot scribble on the screen. And they, yeah, I mean it's a hard time for teachers as well because they are facing problem to interact with students, and even the students are showing their notorious side
yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, they did. Yeah, yeah,
frequently.
I'm having evidence of that. Yes, they did. So when we are connecting with the this channel, either with the Zoom or either with the Google Meet, so we started all the things first with the Zoom meetings. And it's a free or open source connectivity. So what happened is, the student did some notorious things, which is kind of some shameful also.
Yeah,
So and it was very much difficult to track at that time. So these all
mhm.
happened. But still, we don't have any other options for them to teach. So this is the only platform through which we can connect to them right now. And there
Yeah,
is one more thing, as I already shared the point that the students, they are, I don't know what's the reason that they are not been confident what field they used to choose, where they go. So and during this time they are just it's more than 1 year that they are not in interaction with their teachers physically. They are not coming to the college. So on a digital platform, how much
I
we can suggest
personally
them?
feel, especially in Indian Institute, there is a specific gap between teachers and
Yeah,
students.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, students have that notion, like they see teachers, either they see as like they respect, like immensely, either they respect their teachers immensely, or either they are like, they are just out of control. And there is a lot gap because there is a certain, a respect and a decorum is expected from the student to be maintained. And now when this COVID has, broken everything, and of course that gap uh, is kind of deteriorated or has been like broken down into small pieces, and now students are kind of, they have like got a chance to just take a step ahead and,
yeah,
just leave that boundaries. Because in the institute, because there was a certain strictness that was consistently maintained, and now of course you cannot control a student in the online, now in the online classes. So the only solution, I personally feel, the only solution to this problem is, a teacher should be a friend of the student, of
yeah,
all the students, because that will bridge that particular gap. Now the child will not be scared to reach out to the professor, or he will not think twice, because he will just consider your friend in a good sense, not, not that kind of friend. So
yeah.
that, yeah, so these kind of activities really help to bridge that gap, because your students can see the other side of you, irrespective of being a computer science professor.
Yeah. Actually, one more thing I just want to say that in our country, there's all institutes has been divided into some certain categories. That means tier one, tier two, and
Mhm.
tier three, something like that. We are having private institutes, we are having
Mhm.
government institutes, NITs, IITs, and
Mhm.
all sorts of things. And if we classify the students according to these institutes, if uh, talk about IITs and NITs, these institutes having students who are intelligent. I consider that, and
Mhm.
they are creating some clubs from their own side. They are solving the problems. They are interacting with the teachers in that sense. But if we talk about the our institutes, for example, regional colleges and something like that, we don't have such cream of students. And if we try to connect the students for the same reason that why you're not coming, why you're not doing this thing, it's very much helpful for you, but still there is a gap. It's very much
Mhm.
difficult for a teacher. यार क्यों नहीं आ रहे हो तुम, क्यों अटेंड नहीं करते हो यार सेशन वगैरह,
I
ऐसा
think
क्या?
this message needs to be circulated, because is a lot of content on every social media platform. This is what a student is facing. This is this. No. There are very less teachers who are voicing out their opinions, or who are voicing the genuine thing on this social media. So I genuinely feel you should put out, this piece of content, your opinion, out in the world. It will, I am, the social media has a lot of potential and power, and the current generation is all about social media. What this is Gen Z, this will not, understand with the conversational procedure that was followed since years. So I think the other way the professors could take is to voice out their opinion on social media platform. Even students will feel how cool is our professor. He is using social media platform. And he is, just sharing backstage stories.
Yeah,
So this
definitely.
is one solution from my side, which I can probably, just give as a teacher and as a student, because I've been both.
Well, Kushi, you are from GLA.
Yeah.
Well, I have visited GL in 2012 for a presentation of my research paper, and I see in the campus it's very cool campus, and all classrooms are very nice, and students were doing something. I think it's more than 8 years now. So uh, that was a very nice experience for me
Mhm.
visiting GLA Mathura.
Yeah. I miss my college.
Okay. Well, Somya, you want to ask anything to Kushi?
Uh, yes, yes, ma'am. Can I say you ma'am or can I refer you by your name? Uh,
Sure. Please. Temi Khushi.
okay, so Kushi, I have a very common question which people used to have about the content writing. Like people are very much less familiar about with this field in today's world. So how you have set up your mind and initiate your way as a content writer? I mean, people are less familiar, but how you have made your mind to make yourself in that such field?
Yeah, and that's a very intellectual question. Thanks for asking me. So, writing was something that always fascinated me. I just, I didn't know how to monetize it exactly. I was flapping my hands, here and there. I explored Internshala. I think all the students here must have heard about that platform. So I was just a normal student as you and as all the other participants here. I didn't know how to make a living through writing. But I was conscious enough that this is something that, this is a skill that makes me different from others and this can be monetized, but I just don't know how exactly. Okay. And then I think when you things worked out in my favor, and I got recruited in my final year as a content writer in a firm that was located in Noida. Okay. And I 100% took advantage of that opportunity. So I was like, if we have like, you are supposed to do a thesis project in the final year, and that that includes some marks in your final mark sheet. So I was very happy in that case because I don't have to do research, I don't have to do my typical SDS in the laboratory. And Soumya have I think Soumya have just diminished.
She's here.
Oh, no, I'm just here.
Okay, thanks
Am I
thanks
not
a lot.
visible?
Yeah. Please keep your camera open, it looks good. You look beautiful, don't worry. Okay. And then I think
So,
with
Nirmal,
through that job, I kind of learned everything, starting from sales to content writing to academic writing to digital marketing. I tried to push my boundaries, and I like kind of break all the glass ceilings. And I for first month I worked as a academic writer, and then for the second month I worked as a sales assistant, and then for the third month I shifted into digital marketing. So I kind of collected all the tips and bits that I wanted to start as a content writer, because I was very sure of the fact that I want to monetize this skill, but I just don't know how. And that content writing job showed me exactly how people are earning money through this skill. I collected all the tips and bits from that job, and then I left my job, and I then started building my empire, and that's how I got into content writing exactly. So I hope that I was able to answer your question.
yeah, that was too much justified. Uh, Actually, our main motive is like even even a very small amount of students used to engage with this even, but our main motive is that to make them enlightened with the different kind of fields rather than just coding and rather than just simple things. There's, we just want to enlighten them that there are certain kind of fields which are very much in the mainstream. And for like sir has also told us that you are a podcaster as well, and like podcasting has exploded to become a mainstream. As I was surfing about that particular stuff, and I got to know and that was really interesting to know that what that is really. So, Nirmal sir, should we start the meeting?
Um, 3 minutes
Am I
more.
audible?
Yeah, yes. We just wait for 3 more minutes.
Okay, okay. Okay, okay, sir. So, Miss Kushi, how many years you have passed in that field? I mean, working in that field.
Yeah, as a freelance content writer, it's only been like last 6 months. So that's quite
Okay,
fascinating.
yeah, you look too young,
Yeah.
but you are did such a kind of different work. I mean, most of the people used to do some same kind of orthodox things, but you
Yeah.
have just chosen something different from the mainstream. That's really appreciating, I must say.
Thanks a lot. Generally, when people say how much experience do you have, I generally say that I do have 3 years of experience because I have been struggling to find my ways from last 3 years, and I was aware of this fact that people earn through writing. I just, didn't know how. So I say that I have 3 years of experience because I have been consistently writing from last 3 years. It's just 2020 just kind of enlightened me, and it 2020 showed me the exact way that I need to follow.
I mean, like when you, as you have told us that you left your job at
Mhm.
a firm at Noida. So
Mhm.
while lifting the job, don't you have a fear that if I'm not being able to establish myself in a field which I'm going to choose, then what should I will face and what kind of difficulties I will go through?
No,
Is the
exactly. I
how
was
you are
just
so determined at that
I was
time?
it's not about determination. I think it's about the privilege that I have. I was living with my parents because the lockdown happened and the classes were going online, and I was just 19 at that time. So I really didn't have fear. I was a curious teenager who was just trying to push her boundaries and kind of trying to explore the world, the new world that has been open to her. So I didn't have a 0.1% of fear because I know I have a roof, I have food to eat, and I have parents to support, and they are still supporting my education. So that was not the fear exactly because there was always a plan that I'll go for MSc or MBA, and my parents are there to afford my education. It was just my curiosity to do something unconventional and to go out of the box. So at some if uh, someday or the other I would have to I was having a plan to leave that job to pursue my higher studies. It just the plan got shifted and twisted, and it just got its own shape.
Okay, so family support was such a thing which make you so strong. That's really nice to hear. So, sir, do we start the meeting now?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, please.
Okay, so a very optimistic good evening to everyone present over here. Myself, Soumya Jyoti Singh. I'm so sorry. It's quite difficult to open one career. Okay,
Yeah.
there are some questions asked by Ashutosh Dubey. Sorry for interrupting. So you like to answer him first, or do I start
No,
after
no,
that?
please go ahead. I've read his comment. It was not a question, it was a statement, but I'll answer him after you just please go ahead.
Okay, okay. Okay, a very optimistic good evening to everyone present over here. Myself, Soumya Jyoti Singh, a member of Geeksy Club. So, under the guidance of respected Mr. Nirmal Gaur sir, I would like to initiate a Am I audible?
Yeah.
So I would like to initiate a conversation with Ms. Khushi Khare, and we are very glad that you have given us your fruitful time to share your experience and enlighten us with the such kind of different fields. So uh, after you, ma'am.
Thanks a lot, and thanks for all the participants for giving their valuable time and considering me eligible enough to answer their question, and considering me good enough that I can just help with something that they don't know it. Um,
So
I absolutely feel honored.
So let me introduce you with what kind of thing she has just done when she was just 19 or 20 years old. I mean, she's a very prominent content writer and a podcaster as well. And she's going to enlighten us with a thing which people are most not familiar with. So I think I have such a keen interest on hearing you that what you're going to show us and taught us about that thing. So, ma'am.
Before starting the session, I really want to know how many students are, are having their pocket money from parents. They are like college students and they are having their pocket money from their parents. Can you guys please raise your hands using the raise tab? Okay, Ashutosh. So there are many people who are, who are taking pocket money from their parents. And now I have questions for the other category. How many students over, in this session are generating their own pocket monies? Even I'm in that category. So now, the second question is for the second category. Please do let me know how many students are generating their own pocket monies. Oh, great, great. Kudos to Sunil. The first response I've got. Sunil, Soumya, Harshita. Shweta is trying to do. I really wish you all the best. You will do it. So now, like I did a quick poll, and we are still seeing the results. So I think the first question I received more yes as compared to the second question. Like four people said that they are earning money, they are generating their own pocket money, and I think 7 to 8 people said that they are taking pocket money from their parents. And now I want to ask, you know, from the first category of people, of students, how many of you are willing to generate your own pocket monies? I think that is my tribe. So these me's that, the consecutive me's that are coming on the right side of your screen, give me a high five. That was my spirit, and that was the ultimate motivation that, helped me to dig deep into content writing. And now, with my experience, I am super excited to guide all of you to make or generate your own pocket monies. And all you need is, good writing skills or good grammar. And now, the second category question is, how many of you can speak English? How many of you can speak English over here? I think everyone could speak English. Every one of you is a potential content writer. Isn't it amazing? I mean, isn't it exciting to know that every one of you in this live session can earn money? And maybe, you never know how much you can earn. Maybe more than your parents' salary. So that's so simple. So now, still I'm receiving these replies. So it is very, it is very visible that every one of you want to have a sense of independence, and that sense of independence, especially when you are a college student, comes to when you are generating your own pocket money and when you are not asking for money from your parents. And that was my motivation. That was my sole motivation to begin with content writing. And now here, with my experience, now I will be telling you who is a content writer, what a content writers do, and step by step, you the whole process become a content writer. As a college student, you don't need an additional degree. Within 2 to 3 months, that's all you need to do. You have a big sense of motivation and consistency. So now I really, really want to know from this lot of session, how many of you are really pumped up generate your own pocket money and to know my strategy. I mean, amazing, amazing, amazing. Wow, so I'm super excited. I really, really, I mean, I can feel the power that you guys are showing to me. Done deal. So the first thing is, what is a content writer? In very simple language, I can summarize: a content writer is just a person like you and me who have enough grammar skills and who have enough writing skills to to uh, create emotions through words. So the first thing I tell to all the people who are digging deep into content writing is, do you have appropriate grammar skills, or do you literally like to write, or you are just in the in the race of earning money? Do Have you ever participated in extemporary and debates, or have you ever participated in um, have you ever participated in the event that have tested your writing skills? Because there is always an instinct when you know if you are good at coding or if you are good at writing. There is a, or if you are good at both. Uh, you know, no one knows better than you who you are. So the first and the foremost thing is, you should know who is a content writer. So a content writer is a person who provides written content to various startups and businesses, be it for website pages, be it for blogs, be it for social media pictures, or social media content. Okay, so a content writer has all the written responsibilities, and a content writer generally works in coordination with digital marketer. And a digital marketer is a person who helps in marketing stuff. So these are two different things. I have seen many people kind of mix up these both of things, but I think you guys have my back, so you already know the difference. A content writer do all the written stuff, while a digital marketer do all the marketing stuff. These are two different. A digital marketer absolutely can be a content marketer, and vice versa. Okay, so I really hope that the first question is clear. Now the second thing, and I think most of the students must have joined this session to know this answer. What is the process of becoming a content writer, and how actually to get your first client? So let me tell you, my story, how I did that, and you can just camouflage that process and get your first client. As simple as that. So what I did was, I created a free blog on Blogger, but I will recommend you to use WordPress. And I started writing blogs. And personal development was something that have always fascinated me. So I started writing blogs on mental health and personal development, just for my own own excitement, for my own fun, and also to create my portfolio. So the first thing, when you're reaching out to prospect and you are finding work as a content writer, you need to have your samples prepared, and for that you need to have a portfolio prepared. So for that, the simplest way to make your portfolio is just create a free website, either on WordPress or Blogger, or there are many other websites, but these are the two most recommended websites from my side. And it's very simple to create a free website and start writing blogs. Okay, just start writing. Don't be, don't be confused about the technical things that you will absolutely face, that like SEO. So SEO is something that many students face problem, but don't worry, just start writing, you know and when you write like one blog, and then when you are about to write the second blog, observe your first blog and see what can be done better in your second blog. And gradually, this is how you start learning SEO. Then eventually, when you go onto your third blog, observe your first two blocks and then see what can be done better in the third block and then in the fourth block, and side by side start learning technical things like SEO. SEO is very important if you are planning to begin as a content writer, but it is not something to stress enough, because the first thing that you absolutely need to is just start writing. And I think most of the students here must be computer science students, so you have the extra privilege to earn more money than the conventional content writers, because the students who are into engineering uh, mostly opt for technical content writing. And in the industry, as per the present norm, technical writers earn more than regular content writers, because technical content writing needs more research, and it is very different from conventional content writing. So I think you all the people have here privilege to earn a little more than me, because you all must be computer science engineer. So and this is just a pro tip. Like for example, this if you are learning Java, the first block can be out on how to learn Java as a beginner, or resources to learn, free resources to learn Java as a student. So I am freely telling you, I am telling topics to start your own blog at zero cost. So first step is create your portfolio. Okay. And then moving ahead on the second step, that is start networking. That is the most important thing, I guess, because networking is something that immensely help you, be it at any industry. If I wasn't connected to your professor, Mr. Nirmal, I think I wouldn't have got this opportunity to address you and to tell you how exactly to begin as a content writer. But I knew him and I was connected to him, so thankfully I got this opportunity to address you all. The second thing is get onto any social media platform that you like and start networking with people. Start making them friends, not just for the sake of networking. Actually, like for example, when you go to a new college, you start making friends, and you like kind of introduce to each other. That kind of relationship you need to build even in the virtual world. Okay, and start networking with people. And the third thing is start creating content. And I think LinkedIn is a gold mine. If you are finding clients, if you are willing to find clients, LinkedIn is a gold mine. So my uh, third advice would be get onto LinkedIn, make a profile, and start networking with the right people. Okay. And if you and there are like two kind of leads that you can create. One is inbound lead and the second is outbound lead. In case of the first category, inbound leads, people run after you. They want you to write content for them. So of course it enhances your credibility and authenticity, because people are people are just running before you to get content from you. And the second is outbound leads, where you have to reach people to pay you for your content. So that is a bit typical, but that is really awarding if you are able to hit big companies like Microsoft or Amazon or Google. And if you are able to hit the right nerve to such startups, I think outbound leads work wonders. So this is my you know third advice, that figure out if you want to create inbound leads or if you want to create outbound leads as a beginner. If you want to create inbound leads, you have to work on personal branding, and that will take at least 3 to 4 months. Okay. And if you want to have outbound leads, you can write down, like there are some platforms like Gigzoy, Upwork, freelancer.com or Fiverr, where you can pitch to the clients directly, and you can get prospects. And this going on Upwork or Fiverr is a bit typical task, because there are a lot many scams that you may face. and you really need to be smart enough, and you need to have a mentor. If you are, you know, if you are really a naive newbie, you really need to have a mentor who can guide you appropriately to be protected from those scams if you are targeting outbound leads. Okay. My, recommended platforms to go for are Gigzoy and Upwork. Freelancers and Fiverr haven't worked good for me, but if you want to try them, you can also go for Fiverr and Freelancer. But there are a lot many scams on those platforms with my personal experience. Upwork and Gigzoy are two platforms that are very reliable, and especially for Indian content writers. Okay. And this loop really need to have, this loop of marketing should not stop in between, because once you stop your marketing, no one will approach you for content, to write content for them. Even if you aren't receiving lead, or if you are receiving lead, the loop of marketing should go on. Even when I just started as a content writer, one my mentored me that, Kushi, I have seen that there are many content writers who write much, who write more efficient than me, but they charge half of the amount that I quote. And the only reason is I market my services consistently and I market them efficiently, and they do not market their services. Marketing is a very, very, very big factor that can uh, s- make you stand out, and that can make you shine in the crowd. So my fourth tip is start marketing your services everywhere, be it in family functions, be it on LinkedIn, be it on social media marketing. Start conveying to people that I am a content writer, I have a prepared portfolio, this is how I can help you. Start marketing yourself at the best, in the best possible potential, and then there is no limit. Once you hit your first client, believe me, if you have delivered uh, premium content to your first client, that first client will refer you to 10 more clients, and then those 10 more clients will refer your name to 20 more clients. And that's how, uh, eventually, slowly and slowly, your empire as a content writer starts expanding and starts building on your own. And so these were like my, if you are really a newbie, these are my four like baseline advice to you. First is make your portfolio at least at minimum write 10 pieces of blog, or some 10 pieces of blog, and then start, make your profile on social media platforms, especially on LinkedIn. Okay. And the third is start networking to people in your industry, start making friends, start finding mentors. And the and the you know if and then the fourth is start, decide if you are willing to take inbound projects or if you are willing to take outbound projects. If you are willing to take inbound projects, keep pushing your content on social media platform consistently. And if you don't have enough time to market your services, start targeting outbound leads. Start, create a good profile on platforms like Fiverr, Freelancer, Upwork, and create an Excel sheet where kind of write at least the names of 50 targeted prospect, 50 big companies that you are willing to work with, and target and just send them cold mail. Okay. And the fifth was advice sorry the fourth advice from my side is keep marketing your services, either be it on online platform or either be it on offline platform. Start marketing your services consistently and voice out your opinion. Don't diminish in, there. You think that it is an unconventional career scope, but believe me, there are thousands of content writer uh, that are only in my network. Exactly, I think there must be millions or trillions of content writers in the world. So you really need to stand out in the crowd if you are willing to find clients and get it. So it's a unconventional career choice, But when you will network with the right people, when you will network with people in your niche, you will find that it is not an unconventional career choice. Already millions and trillions of people are doing content writing. Our responsibility at this point is to identify your unique sense of writing and to deliver that unique sense of content to your clients, and that is what will make you stand out. Standing out as a content writer is very important, because believe me, there are millions and trillions of writers out in the world. And if you are really willing to take content writing up to that mark, you need to have a proper strategy. As I said, you really need, as per the four baseline advice that I gave to you really need to sit down and kind of figure out what is the thing that you like to write, who are the people that you like to work, that you will like to work with, and how will you like to take this content writing in the future. Because there must be many students. For example, in my case, I started content writing as a college student, but I found it excited. Sorry, I found it exciting, and I am continuing with content writing even after my graduation. But many of you would like to go for a master's, or maybe an MBA or something else. Maybe you would like for a conventional job. So you really need to kind of have a proper strategy as a student, where you are willing to take this content writing thing. So I think these are the four basic things that you need to cover as a content writer. And once you get your first client, then there is no limit to the amount that you can earn. Believe me, there is no limit. You can you can easily hit like I mean, I am revealing these you rough cost, and don't say or how something. But you can, frankly, you can easily earn like 1 lakh per month easily if you are consistent, um, at least for initial 6 months. Frankly speaking, even I haven't hit that mark of a lakh, but I know that there is a potential of hitting that mark. So these were my four baseline advice as a if you are starting as a newbie content writer. And now I'm open to your questions. And now I'll be taking all your questions. So feel free to ask me questions.
So, anyone wants to ask questions? Feel free to ask that, please. You can open your mic, or either you can write in the chat box. Either way you are comfortable.
Shweta is asking how to start a podcast. So I have
Somebody has
already,
asked to repeat the site's name which you have referred to them, ma'am.
okay. I mean, for preparing your portfolio, WordPress and Blogger, and for finding clients, Fiverr, Freelancer, Gigzoy, and Upwork. Hi, Shweta. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am.
I'm
Fine, ma'am. How are
doing
you?
amazing.
Ma'am, tell me about how to go for podcast.
That's an interesting question. So there, like, it's very easy to start your own podcast. Start like first, choose your topic and name of your podcast. Second is download an app that is called Anchor, and then it is create a cover art. Cover art is just like picture, a brand picture that is on your podcast. And then on Anchor, record your trailer and publish it, and then it's easy. Your podcast will go out on Spotify, Google Podcast, iTunes, everywhere, all by its own. So Anchor is the app that you need to download to start your own podcast.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Satyam Yadav was asking something, I guess. Satyam, can you open your mic?
Ma'am, can you please repeat again the sites
Uh,
for the content writing and for finding the users?
for making your portfolio, you can make your portfolio on Blogger or WordPress. Okay. And for finding clients, you can use Upwork, Freelancer, Fiverr, and Gigzoy. And you can easily get this information on the internet. And all you need to search is like how to make your portfolio as a newbie content writer, or how to find clients as a newbie content writer.
Thank you, ma'am.
No worries.
Satyam has written question on chat box.
Let me stay by his side because I guess he's not uh, comfortable, I guess.
Please.
Satyam,
You
is there
can
any issue
speak.
with it?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
let
yeah.
me.
Hi, Satyam.
Good
Yes,
evening,
you
ma'am.
are. Yes, you are.
Uh, Ma'am, I just want to ask that how should we start? What platform should we start from if we want to learn content writing? Like we cannot straight away dive into the field. We have to learn it from somewhere. So what platform should we go to or refer to learn content writing at first? And also one more question, as there are many subdivisions like academic writing, health
Uh-huh.
and lifestyle, many more. So how should we gain a basic hand in all of them? Thank you.
Okay, that's an amazing question from Satyam. So the platform, if you are referring to the technical side of content writing, Simply Learn is one of the YouTube channels from where you can learn like SEO in detail. And with regards to content writing, Khalilullah Khan is one of very famous YouTubers. He has everything on his YouTube channel, starting from basics of content writing to blogging to monetizing your blog. And you can refer to his YouTube channel. And these are the two channels that even I refer to when I was just beginning as a content writer.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, I have subscribed to his channel, and according to him, he says that we have to start from smaller groups, like from Facebook, and then we
Mhm.
should go on and go for like on Fiverr, Upwork, and People per
Uh-huh.
hour, and so on. So, what is your opinion about it?
Yeah, that is a difference for like for Pakistani content writers. Facebook groups work very well for them, but for Indian content writer, Facebook like won't work for you 100%, as per my personal experience. So for in like like as you are an Indian, so I would recommend you to go on LinkedIn and start with your personal branding, rather than just wasting your time on Facebook. And and the second question was like what all are the subcategories of content writing. So content writing basically have like two subcategories, that is the basic content writing and the second is copywriting. Academic writing and column writing is do not come under content writing. Okay, and academic writing is basically helping people to make their assignments, thesis, and reports and projects and presentation. So academic writing do not require SEO. It is as basic as making your college assignments, but on laptop. And I think you guys must be already doing that. And while in column writing, that is a role of journalist, where a journalist write columns for newspapers or magazines. So either that do not come under content writing, because content writing is basically helping startups and business to with content, with written content. And under that, like Instagram content, websites, or landing pages, sales pages, and blogs, these are all the categories that come under content writing. So academic writing and journal writing or column writing is very different, and they do not come under content writing.
Excuse me, ma'am. Even I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Myself, Soumya. Ma'am, and ma'am, actually, for example, like if we are a website developer and we have to specify the content that we are going to merge with the website,
Yeah.
then a website developer and a content writer who used to fill the information inside a website and plans the content are they are kind of two different people who works in a certain single team, or simply a content writer is a web developer, or a website developer, or a website developer is also a content writer, or they are two different kind of
A
persons?
website developer can be a content writer or cannot be a content writer, but generally in 90% of the cases, people hire two different people. That is, one is website designer and the other is content writer. And the website designer coordinate with the content writer with regards to the written content that will go on the website. Okay, and then the responsibility of a website designer is to plan the layout of the website, the visual thing that will be on your screen, while a responsibility of a website writer is to focus on the written content that will be on the website. Okay, and then they both coordinate with regards to the requirements of the client. And even website content writing do require SEO and a lot of research. I mean, there, if I will start speaking about website content writing, the live will go for another 1 hour, because there is a lot of things that go into website content writing, starting landing. There are like and the most prominent or the most crucial part of a website is a landing page. It is named as landing page, and landing page is a page from where your customer basically is redirected to pay for a product or service. So that page is very important in a website. So that is written in a different form as compared to the other pages on website. So basically, a website designer and a website content writer, two different people are hired for this one task.
So, being as a content writer, we have a futuristic goal with the social siting companies and IT sector as well, because they also used to hire such content developers for their particular sites, and those who used to update the content and the managing of their sites as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this can be a
Personally, I am a lifestyle content writer, but if I have been a computer science student like you, I would have 100% taken the advantage of this opportunity, because I have technical writers in my contact, and they tell me, or we have kind of a trivial conversation. So I don't have specific knowledge in terms of technical writing, because that is out of niche. I was not a technical student, but absolutely technical writing do need more research, because the IoT is one of the topic that is very prevalent, and you must be knowing Internet of Things. And I mean, yeah, technical writing has a lot of scope. So for this, I am sorry, but I don't have a particular answer to this question, because I haven't explored technical writing, and it is basically out of niche. But I'll surely, just send you the links of some of my friends who are technical writer, and you can just have a conversation with them.
And if we all who are present over here wants to connect you on LinkedIn, then can you share your ID?
Okay, I'll just share you. I mean, I'll put in the message, or simply if you will search like Khushi Khare, you will be able to get. You will be able to find me on LinkedIn.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, as you have said that being an Indian, LinkedIn is a site which used to connect us with different kind of people in this particular field. So, how we can search these kind of groups of people who are giving us such kind of information and are present on LinkedIn?
When you will have when you will have a optimized optimized profile. Optimized profile means having relevant keywords in your profile. For example, if you are beginning as a content writer, you must have in your tagline that you are a content writer. Okay, so content writer is the specific keyword that you use to describe yourself. And LinkedIn algorithms automatically work accordingly, and they kind of like for example in Facebook you automatically start seeing people whom you can send request. Similarly, on LinkedIn, you can, when your file will be optimized, you would be able to see people who are in the same industry. Okay, and you can just simply, send them personal note and connect. And can connect with them. And the other option is that you can always leverage the keyword section that is present on the LinkedIn. It is a normal search bar, and where you can specifically write some keywords, for example, content writer, or in your case, technical content writer, and you would be able to see several profiles that will be in this industry, and you can send them a request with a personal note.
I guess Chinmay Srivastava has some of the question to ask. Chinmay, can you open your mic?
Hello, ma'am. This is Chinmay Srivastava.
Hi Chinmay, how are you?
I'm doing awesome, and I must say you delivered a great session about it. And I really want a session in content writing as you gave it. I'm really happy to have a session with you like this.
Thanks a lot. I feel honored and grateful to hear this.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I really want to ask that, ma'am. I used to write some blogs and quotes in different kinds of app, and ma'am, it is really difficult for me to find a topic in which I want to write a blog or I want to write something on that topic. Ma'am, I feel it like a problem that what should I write and how can I maintain my interest on that topic continuously. And ma'am, how can I get motivated to write this? Ma'am, every time when I used to write it, I say that, अरे यार आज मूड नहीं हो रहा बाद में लिखते हैं. And I face this every time. So ma'am, how can I get rid of this?
You really have to find, something particular that you really, really, really love to do. Because if you, like, for example, in my case, I never kind of I never kind of loved solving algorithms or linear variable equations, or I never loved statistics. So that I was able to concentrate in that case, because if you don't love something, you cannot do it consistently, and you really have to find something that you can do 24 into 7. And if you are finding problem to write consistently, the probable reason could be that either you don't love writing, or the second reason is you are kind of procrastinating. I'm sorry for being blunt, but this is the most obvious reason from students, and I am quoting these reasons with my own experience. So find something that you love. That is my advice, and with my own experience, I can say that you really, really have to figure out something that excites you from inside and that don't let you sleep.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, when I write something, I feel very good that I am bringing up a piece of my soul in the paper. I think like this. But ma'am, it is very difficult for me to find a topic on which I write. Ma'am, how I can work on that?
For example, you must be a computer science student. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am. I have taken electronics and communication as my branch, but yeah, I am a technical student.
Okay, so do you love like writing on technical topics, or what kind of things do you love to write about?
Actually, I don't like to write about technical things, but I like to write about the current affairs and some on my views that I want to write. I don't like about technical writing.
Okay, then the thing is, I think you should go out on social media platforms, and you should put out that content out in the world, and you should share those blogs, with everyone. And when you will, I think in return, when you will receive a token of appreciation from the people you love, you will automatically feel motivated. Because when someone will say, Chinmay, you have, written an awesome blog. I loved it. I would like to read more such blogs, would be automatically motivated to write more such blogs. So keep exploring and do not feel demotivated. Keep writing. explore different topics. You are just beginning, so don't focus on focusing on a very particular niche or a very particular topic. Get your hands on different topics, and you will automatically be able to realize what you love to write about most.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a one more question. Like, ma'am, how I can find a guide for me who can guide that what is uh, not so correct in my blogs, or it is very difficult to find someone who can just read your thoughts and tell what is wrong in that. How can I get it?
If you are talking about grammar, if you just want to like check your grammar, Grammarly and Hemingway are two apps that you can use. Okay. And I think Grammarly and Hemingway also also tell you if the emotions that you are trying to show are quoted in the correct way. So I would recommend that you use two app, either of this app, Grammarly or Hemingway.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, all doubts are clear. Thank you so much for giving your precious time to me. Thank you, ma'am.
All the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you, ma'am.
I hope that I hope that I didn't bore you, and this live session was really fruitful for you all, because this was my first webinar, and I was really feeling at one point that I think I am kind of like boring you all people.
No, ma'am. Even we would like to share such kind of platforms again with you. That was really interacting, ma'am. Much engaging, I must say.
Thank you, thanks a lot. So
Hemant,
I would like
ma'am, Hemant Khare. I'm so sorry for interrupting. Yes, after you.
no, please go ahead.
Hemant Khare wants to ask that, ma'am, can we use the content of someone's website for our website?
Not at all, not at all. I'm please don't do this mistake, ever in life. It is illegal, and if the website content writer will just will catch you, you will be just sued away.
Ma'am,
जेल
is there
जाना
a
पड़ेगा
ma'am,
वो अलग,
whenever
पैसे
in
देने
our
पड़ेंगे
technical
वो
field,
अलग.
ma'am, like in our technical fields, we whatever software, if somebody wants to create or they used to develop something, they take a patent of it. So, being a content writer, if you develop a content for a website, is there kind of any patent for that particular thing as well, so that no one can copy it for their some other
Yeah,
website?
absolutely. There is a patent for that as well, but I think your professor, Mr. Nirmal, would be able to guide more on that. Because, but yeah, there is a patent. There is a proper process, because I know bits and bits of the patent process as a biotechnology student, because we used to patent our research papers and apps. But even my professors were guiding me at that time. So I think you should consult Mr. Nirmal for more guidance on this.
Yeah, he used to guide us at every step.
The teacher we all crave for.
Here, Pushkar Mehta wants to ask another question, that what factors we need to keep in mind while writing technical content specific to development languages.
As I said, I can just quote a trivial answer on this question as a content writer, but I don't want to give you some random advice, because frankly speaking, I haven't written on technical topics yet. So I think I'm not in a position to guide you on that, on the same. So I think send Soumya some links of some of the technical writers, and you can consult them, and I think they would be able to guide you in a better way.
Yes, ma'am, sure. I'll share them with everyone. Ma'am, so how you're going to enhance your way? Like you have just begun 6 months ago. So what's your plan to enhance your way in the future in this field? How you're going to enhance your way?
I think I'm still learning, frankly speaking. No person ever can reach to a point where he or she knows everything in the world. I'm still learning. I'm still observing people who are doing better than me, and I'm kind of trying to imbibe knowledge from them. And so, what I've observed is many freelancers go for a team when when the many orders start getting on their waist, they make their own team. Okay, and then they like pay half of the amount to them, and then keep like half of the amount to themselves. This is so I'm thinking some to go ahead with something like this. I'm still exploring, I'm still learning. It has I really feel uh, proud of myself of being in this position where I am able to deliver a webinar just after 6 months, and where I am thinking to expand myself as a team. Okay, so I'm still learning, and uh, probably I think I'll have a team in next 3 to 4 months, and I'll have my own website. So these are the most recent plan to expand myself as a content writer.
I hope that you do such kind of success, you get such kind of success and guide every kind of person who wants to be in that field.
That's so
A
sweet
very
of
thank you,
you.
ma'am. A very thank you, ma'am, for giving you such precious time and your energy, such an exciting energy. And maybe we have such another question.
Yeah, we can take question like for 5 minutes more.
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. So, Dave Thackeray, if you want to open your mic, or I can deliver by your side.
Hello, ma'am. I'm having one question. May I?
Yeah, hi Anamika, how are you? Please go ahead with your
I
question.
am fine. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing great.
Sorry for
Thanks for
joining late.
asking. Please,
Ma'am,
please.
in the research papers, which
Mhm,
type of language we should use? Means very formal or
mhm.
some normal language we should use? Means
Um,
which type of word we should use to make it appropriate?
yeah, writing like research papers come under academic writing. So you need to be you need absolutely need to be formal, and words like I and we and but, these kind of words are not used on research paper frequently because they are considered informal. For example, instead of but, uh, academic writers use however. Okay, and for example, I know to build this, I know to build this app from Java. These kind of statements are not used. Rather, it would be quoted in a way, uh, under the guidance of my professor, an app to Java was developed by me. So, absolutely, a formal language is used, and academic writing always include a formal way of writing.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks for answering.
My pleasure. Soumya, do we
So,
have more
let
questions?
me deliver his question by my side. Just last one, ma'am. Then we used to call off this meeting. We'll call off.
Please.
So Dave wants to ask that as I have seen so many feeds which post on particular field like Pinkvilla, which
Mhm.
gives updates regarding Bollywood movies, celebrity news, the Sportster Kira, which gives feeds of so
Mhm.
many sports. As I also want to publish my article and oblique feed regarding my favorite sports topic and news on their
Mhm.
recent works. I want my feed to publish on their sites. Please guide me that how can I start as a
Okay,
sports
so
writer, sports blogger.
mhm. For this, I think you should search on internet. Sport ghost writing opportunity for sports writer, or you should search for something, publishers for sport writers. Okay, and once you will get all the details on the internet itself. On the first page you will get all the names of the publishers who help people to publish writings on sports. And then you can directly, there must be a contact page, or there must be something on their site which will navigate you to contact them. And then you can send them a mail, or you can just, I think, if you will find the number on the website, you can directly call them. There must be a proper process for every platform. So just type ghostwriting opportunities for writers on internet, or publishers for sport writers, and call them or mail them and follow up them, and you will absolutely get an opportunity. But before that, please keep your sample or your portfolio prepared.
I guess this is going to help you out, Dave. Nirmal sir, are we done with the questions?
Yeah, I guess there are no more questions. Chinmay saying that please accept our connection request on LinkedIn. Khushi
Sure,
ma'am.
sure. I would accept.
Okay, thanks a lot, Khushi, for delivering such a wonderful session about content writing, creative writing, and writing has always been an issue for most of us. And basically, the students face a problem of communication skills. What I think, because just in a general way, if we just talk about examination, also, it's very much difficult to read what the student has written for. Basically, now if you talk about the content writing, publishing our blogs and articles and all such things, you should have a deep or proper knowledge. So you have explained each and everything very nicely, and I guess those students who are interested or willing to write contents or the blogs, definitely it will help them a lot. You shared on what websites, on what resources or links they should refer, and it's such an amazing thing that you have been here with us, and you have just given your time for our student, that they will learn and help it a lot in their academics also, and I hope it will help on basis of their career also, if they are interested to be as a blogger or somehow what they are looking for.
Absolutely. I wish all the best to all the students, and I really hope that they are able to find something that they absolutely love.
Thanks a lot, Khushi. Thanks again.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
It was my pleasure, and thanks, Nirmal, for giving me this opportunity to deliver to such to such incredible minds and genius minds. And it was an honor to deliver what all I have onto this webinar.
It's my pleasure, Khushi, that you accepted my request. This platform has usually been successful on behalf of speakers like you. It's very much required that someone at least accept the request that because there are various fields, certain experts, something like that. So, it's very much expert to keep running these kind of shows. Okay, so I really request you, if it happens in a future again, definitely we again want from our student side that please, if it be possible for you to interact with the students again. So that's
just a pro tip in the end of this live session. So here, one of my friend is here on this live session. His name is Pushkar. So he is much experienced content writer than me. He's into this industry for me. So if you want extra guidance on things like SEO and marketing, you can always go to him, and you can find him at every social media platform, and he would be happy to help you all, I guess so, and you can confirm from his side.
Thanks, Mr. Pushkar, for being here with us. Yeah, surely we will connect to him also, and we will also try to have a session with him also.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Yeah.
Thank you, Pushkar.
And thank you so much, Khushi, for mentioning me.
We are very sorry, sir, that we didn't introduce you. I'm really sorry. Actually,
Oh,
Khushi ma'am
actually, I
didn't told
asked
us
the
about
question
that.
also. I asked the question to Hushi. She didn't even noticed. Please check the first question. That
I,
was mine. I was sitting in the corner like this, like yeah.
I'm unable to access the chat from my screen. Just
Bad laptop.
no worries, chalo.
Chalo, cool.
Okay. So you can
We
always
hope we have matched the level of your energy.
oh, that's so sweet of you. So I'll be waiting for your request on LinkedIn, and I hope all the people who have said please accept our request. I think you would be actually sending your request on LinkedIn, and I'll wait for you all on my social media platforms. Also, do check my profile on LinkedIn. I have covered every bit of content writing in detail. We actually had only 1 hour for this webinar, but I regularly do live sessions on my LinkedIn where I cover everything in a little detail. Okay, so you can have a look on my Instagram page as well, and you will find a lot more information there.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Under the guidance of Mr. Nirmal Gaur, sir, we'll try to arrange another meeting like this with you.
Okay, hello. Okay, I'll see you on the other side. Until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll be waiting for your request. Love, love. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thanks for your guidance.
और बेटा सौम्या
हाय,
हेलो आप कौन
कैसा था?
इंटरेस्टिंग था
मैं
मजा आया
सौम्या। आई होप
सही में
जुकाम के
मजा
बाद भी
आया
सही किया कुछ कुछ।
अबे ये सारी चीजों की लिंक भेज दिया कर
हाँ हाँ,
मजा आया था यार सही में
हाँ।
हिमांशु को देखा था तू मम्मी सो क्यों
हाँ
मम्मी
हाँ
को
हाँ।
मैं लिखूं फिर मैं सोचा नहीं इनको मैंने
फिर तेरे को कॉल
लिंक्डइन पे
करती
तो
हूँ।
रिक्वेस्ट कर ही दी है
जिनको
पहले
किस
ही
नाम से? खुशी खा देना।
हाँ फोटो लगी हुई है फोटो
हाँ हाँ, मैं भी अभी करती हूँ।
अबे तो मेरे को भी जोड़ लो तुम्हारे क्लब में
हाँ, मैं सर को सजेस्ट करूंगी ना नेम, तो एज अ बिगिनर अभी मैं पूछती हूँ सर से कि कैसा रहा सेशन, फिर मैं सबका नाम सजेस्ट करूंगी। बहुत सारे लोगों ने कहा है ज्वाइन होने को।
हाँ ये भी है अबे नालायक तूने
चल।
क्लास में ज्वाइन की थी मैथ्स की
अरे नहीं यार, वो पता नहीं लिंक कब आ गई क्या। सर ने वो इंजीनियरिंग मैथ्स वाले ग्रुप पे भेजी थी ना, तो
हाँ
मेरा ध्यान नहीं गया उस चीज पे शायद से,
वो तो
इसलिए।
मैंने पता
तो
है मैंने भी उसको मतलब 2:20 2:25 के आसपास देखा था तो
अब
मैं
ये
सोचा यार
रिकॉर्डिंग सर के पास जाएगी ना?
रिकॉर्ड कौन कर रहा है अबे क्लोज नहीं हुई है क्या
पर हाँ,
सर तो
नहीं।
एग्जिट हो गए
चल बाद, हाँ हाँ, बाद में बात करते हैं।
हाँ ठीक बाय बाय बाय
रुक मत।